Hello, good morning everyone. So our topic for today is all about measuring quantities or about measurement. So this is your first lesson for weeks 1 and 2 ngayong second quarter ng ating modular distance learning. So it is all about measurement. So ano ba yung tinatawag nating measurement? So measurement is a number that characterizes an object or event which can be compared with other objects or events. You use basic unit of measure for length, time, weight, or mass, electric current, volume, angles, temperature, and rate. So yung aking mga nabanggit na length, time, weight, etc. is yun yung ating different quantities. And then, how to measure those quantity? Meron tayong two systems of measures na ginagamit. So ang una is yung metric system or yung tinatawag ding International System of Units. So iisa lang yun. Metric system or International System of Units. And yung isa pang system of measure is the English system. So that is metric system versus English system. So in many countries, especially dito sa Pilipinas, ang ginagamit kalimitan is yung ating metric system of measure. So dito, I will show you the different used units na ginagamit natin pagsukat ng different quantities. So dito muna tayo sa unang quantity which is the length. So ang ating units of measures na ginagamit dyan, in terms of metric system, is yung millimeter, centimeter, meter, kilometer. Okay, nakikita naman yung naka-parenthesis, right? Yung naka-parenthesis is the abbreviation ng ating units of measure. Halimbawa, dun sa kilometer, ang ating abbreviation ay km. So kapag nagkita kayo ng ganyan na symbol, km, ang ibig sabihin ay kilometer. So dapat ay small letters. Hindi lamang yan ang ginagamit natin sa metric system of measures when it comes to length. Meron pa tayo nung decameter, hectometer, ayan, decimeter, ganyan. So yung nakalagay dito, hindi lang yan. Okay? And then sa English system naman, sa pagsukat ng length, gumagamit tayo ng inches, foot, yard, at saka miles. Okay? So tatandaan nyo yung mga symbols nila. Okay? So that is for the length. Metric versus English system. So after the length, punta tayo kay volume. So di ba kapag volume, yan yung merong 3D o yung ibig sa 3 dimension, yung merong may height, tapos may length, tapos meron ding width. Okay, so ang ginagamit natin diyan is yung mga naka-cubic na units of measure. Example, cubic centimeter, cubic meter. So, pwede ring cubic millimeter, cubic kilometer. Okay, so, merong naka-indicate na word na cubic. Or in symbol, parang yung ating, di ba, meter. Halimbawa, itong meter, cubic meter. So, ang symbol ng meter is M. So, lalagyan mo lang siya ng exponent na 3 that signifies the word cubic. Ang ibig sabihin po ng 3 sa taas is, okay, cubic. M cube, or cubic meter. Kapag naman sa English system, edi cubic inch, cubic foot, cubic yards. Bakit po 3? Kasi we have 3 dimension when it comes to volume. Kasi kapag volume yung sinusukat natin is yung space, okay, okay. And then after that naman is yung mass. Okay, kapag mass naman, syempre yung mga gram, kilogram, katulad din milligram, centigram. So, ang gram natin is G. Okay? Tapos, kapag kilogram, di ang papalitan nyo lang is yung, ito, kg, kilogram. Kapag centigram, cg, milligram, mg. So, sa English system naman, ounce, pounds, ton. Then, after that, another quantity is yung sa temperature. Sa ating metric system, meron tayong tinatawag na Kelvin at saka Celsius. So, ang kalamitang ginagamit dito sa Pilipinas is yung Celsius. So, Kelvin, ang symbol is capital K. And then, kapag degree Celsius, yung parang may bilog dun sa taas, yun, it is the symbol of degree. And then, ang symbol naman ng Celsius is capital C. So, kapag naman English system, tapos susukatin natin yung temperature, so, ang ating ginagamit na unit of measure is degree Fahrenheit. So, degree ulit, yung bilog sa taas. Then, symbol for Fahrenheit is capital F. Next, sa time. So, sa time naman, halos parehas lang ang metric system at English system. So, seconds, minutes, hours, yan. Okay, pwede rin dyan sinusukat din minsan number of days, number of months. Next, capacity. So, halimbawa, capacity, milliliter, liter, centiliter, kiloliter, hectoliter, decaliter, ganun. And then, English system, fluid ounce, pint, or gallon. Diba, narinig nyo yung gallon? Halimbawa, bili ka nga doon ng 3 galong gasolina. Okay, okay, 1 pint of salt. Okay? So, minsan naririnig nyo na yan. Tapos, halimbawa naman, bibili ka ng Coke, metric system ang ginagamit, bili ka ng 1.5 liter na Coke. Diba? So, after naman natin ng quantity na capacity, punta naman tayo sa quantity for angles. So, ang ginagamit dyan is degree and radian. So, later on, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung ano po yung pinagkaiba ng degree at radian. So, ito yung ating units of measure. So, yung mga quantities natin na inaral, length, volume, mass, temperature, time, capacity, and angles. And then, tandaan nyo itong mga units of measures na ginagamit kapag metric system at kapag English system. Metric system, tinatawag din siyang SI system. So, punta tayo ng learning task 1. Identify the appropriate unit of measure that can be used to the following quantities. So, ibig sabihin, i-identify nyo kung anong unit of measures ang dapat gamitin based dun sa given quantity or physical quantity. Bigay ko example number 1. Like for example, table. So, sa metric system, ano kaya ang ating gagamitin dyan when it comes to table? Okay, so pwede natin gamitin is meter. Tama? Kasi we are going to measure gaano ba katangkad o gaano kahaba yung table. And then, kung English system naman ang gagamitin, pwede ang yards. Okay? Handkerchief, number 2. So, sa handkerchief, dahil small quantity lamang, small ano lamang siya, pwedeng ang gamitin lang natin ay centimeter. Tama? Kung sa English system naman, pwedeng inches. Okay. So, I think that is enough for your example para masagutan yung numbers 3 to 8. Okay, so bigay ko na din example yung number 5. Distance of your place to Manila. So, since you are from Batangas, then you are going to measure the distance between Batangas and Manila. So, ang gagamitin na natin dyan is yung pinakamalaki na measures, okay, in measuring length. So, kilometer. Okay. So, I think that is enough para masagutan yung ibang remaining items. Okay? Proceed na tayo. Okay, doon muna tayo sa unang quantity which is the length. So, it describes how long a physical quantity is. So, it includes distance, height, depth, and the like. Yan. And then, tatandaan, the smallest unit of measure for length is millimeter, and the biggest unit of measure is kilometer. So, ginagamit ang length to determine the perimeter and area of other geometric figures. Yan. So, meron tayong mga instrument na ginagamit in measuring length. So, ang una dyan is yung ruler. So, ang ruler ay merong 4 units of measure. Kung makikita nyo sa ruler, ay meron siyang millimeter, merong centimeter, merong inches, at meron ding ruler na merong foot. Okay? Then, meron din naman tayong mas mahaba sa ruler, which is the meter stick. So, meter stick is used to measure longer length like measuring the floor of your house. So, the distance between the floor and the ceiling. Halimbawa, susukatin mo kung mula sa iyong sahig, papunta sa iyong kisame. Ang ginagamit na ay meter stick. Kasi kapag gagamitin mo ay ruler, medyo magtatagal ka. And then, in English system, ang ginagamit naman is yardstick. So, imbes na ang gamitin ay kilometers in metric system, so yung distance is ginagamit nila ay miles. Okay? Ang ginagamit na instrument for that is odometer. So, one unit of measures can be expressed in another unit of measure. It can be from smaller to bigger unit and vice versa. Or from metric unit to English unit of measures and vice versa. So, I will teach you on how to convert one metric unit to English unit of measure. Okay, so kapag magko-convert tayo ng different measurements, so I want you to remember this phrase. So, King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. So, once you remember it, malaking tulong ito sa inyo. So, una, kunin nyo yung mga unang letter in each word. So, dito, una is K. Then, H. Then, D. Then, U. Then, D, C, and M. So, King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. So, kapag itong nakikita nyo itong nasa gitna, itong U, that is the unit na inyong gagamitin. So, dahil ang ating unang i-convert is length, ang ating gagamiting unit dyan is meter. Okay? And then, itong mga letters na ito, K, H, D, D, C, M, lalagyan nyo lang siya ng meter. Okay? So, this will be KM. This will be HM. This will be DAM. This will be DM. CM. And MM. Okay, so that should be small pala. Okay. So, like for example, meron kayong given na convert 3 kilometer to meter. So, ang hinihingi is meter. So, ang given ay kilometer. So, hanapin mo muna kung nasaan ang given. So, since ang given is kilometer, so ito yon, right? And then, ang hinahanap is meter. So, from kilometer, you move up to meter. 1, 2, 3. So, how many spaces? Okay, so 3. Dahil sa ipapato, you multiplied by powers of 10. Okay, so magiging 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, fill in empty spaces by 0. Then, write the units, meter. So, dahil tayo nag-move to the right, ang move mo dito is to the right. Okay, so from the decimal point, you move 3 spaces to the right. Therefore, 3 kilometer is equal to 3,000 meter. Okay, convert to, halimbawa ay centimeter. So, from kilometer, you move up to centimeter. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 units to the right. So, from 3, ito yung decimal point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, fill in zeros. Therefore, 3 kilometer is equivalent to 300,000 centimeter. Okay, next. So, another conversion is 560,000 centimeter. Convert it to decameter. So, dito. So, from centimeter to decameter. Okay, so move tayo ng space. Move tayo ng units. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So, 3 units to the left. So, we have here 560,000. So, the decimal point is here. So, move tayo ng tatlo to the left. 1, 2, 3. Therefore, na dito na yung decimal point, matatanggal na tong zeros. Therefore, 560,000 centimeter is equal to 560 decameter. How about naman 560,000, convert it to maybe kilometer. So, cm, centimeter to kilometer. 560,000 centimeter to kilometer. So, from centimeter, you move to kilometer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 units to the left. So, 560,000. So, from the decimal point, 5 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, it is equivalent to 5.6 kilometer. Okay? So, bakit po ang tinanggal lang natin is yung zeros? Okay? Kapag yung zeros, tatanggalin nyo na nasa dulo. Pero yung whole number na 6, huwag nyo tatanggalin. Okay? So, that's equivalent to 5.6 kilometer. Okay. So, after nung ating metric conversion, punta naman tayo ng English conversion. So, laging tatandaan yung mga important conversions natin na magagamit. So, halimbawa sa English system, ang 1 inch is katumbas ng 2.54 cm. So, sa inyong learning activity sheets, meron ako doong inilagay ng mga different useful conversion. So, alamin nyo kung alin doon ang kailangan nyo at alin ang dapat gamitin. So, like for example, in my number 1 question, what is 4.2 inches in centimeter? So, ang hinahanap ko ay inches to centimeter. So, ang ginamit kong conversion ay ito. 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. So, how are we going to convert our given 4.2 inches going to centimeter? So, una, write your given 4.2 inches. Then, multiply over. Okay? And then, multiply over. Para saan po itong over na ito? Okay, so dito nyo gagamitin yung conversion na inyong ginamit. Kung ang inches ay given, dapat inches ang ilalagay nyo sa ilalim para siya ay makancel. Okay, so 1 inch. Okay, no need for S. So 1 inch. Okay, at ang 1 inch is katumbas ng 2.54 centimeter. So after that, you cancel inches. Okay? And then perform the operation. 4.2 multiplied by 2.54. So that is 4.2 multiplied by 2.54 centimeter. And then anong naiwan sa denominator, which is 1. So multiply 4.2 by 2.54. The answer is 10.67 centimeter. Okay, di ba? Centimeter na yung naiwan kasi na-cancel natin yung inches. Over 1. And when you divide it, the answer is 10.67 centimeter. So this is your final answer. Okay, so after the length, punta naman tayo sa quantity ng volume and capacity. So ika ko nga kanina, volume is the measure of how much amount of space is occupied by a three-dimensional figure. So however, capacity is the amount contained in a three-dimensional figure. So it is measured using SI units or metric units like cubic meter for solid, which is the basic unit for volume. And other unit of measure is liter for liquid naman, sa mga liquids, which is equivalent to 1,000 cubic centimeter. So tandaan, 1 liter is equal to 1,000 cubic centimeter. So in English system, gallon, pints, or fluid ounces are used to measure the capacity of liquid contained in a three-dimensional figures. So, sa English system yun ha. Halimbawa, sa bote ng Coke. Okay? So, gaano kadaming liquid ang pwede nating ilaman doon. Okay? So, ang ginagamit ay gallon, pints, or fluid ounce. Pwede namang, sa metric system naman, yung mga liter, ganyan. So, the illustration here is a cube whose edge measures 10 cm. So, alin yung edge? So, ang edge is yung sides of the cube. Okay, it measures 10 cm. So, ang height niya is 10 cm. This is the height. Then, ang length ay 10 cm. Ang width ay 10 cm din. Okay, so the formula in computing the volume of a cube is length times width times height. So, all you have to do is to multiply 10 multiplied by 10, multiplied by another 10. So, if you multiply it, the answer is 1,000. Anong unit of measurement ang ginamit? Centimeter, tama. So, 1,000 cm. And then, ang ating kinompute ay volume. So, raise it to the third power. So, 1,000 cubic centimeter. So, katumbas yan ng 1 liter. Tama. Sa mga water consumption natin, sa ating mga bayarin sa tubig, ang ginagamit ay cubic centimeter. So, pwede nyo yung i-check kung titingnan nyo yung inyong mga bill ng tubig. So, sa mas malaki namang capacity, cubic meter is used na. Okay? So, small capacity is measured naman using milliliter since yun ang pinakamaliit na measurement for capacities. Milliliter. Ang pinakamalaki, kiloliter, which is commonly used for liquid medicine prescription. Halimbawa, inom ka ng syrup na gamot. Okay? So, painumin lang ng 1 ml. Okay, or 100 ml na gamot or vitamins. So, ito yung conversion table for volume. So, if I'm not mistaken, inilagay ko din to sa inyong activity sheets. So, makikita nyo dito yung different useful conversion na magagamit nyo kapag magko-convert kayo ng volume. So, ngayon, turuan ko muna kayo kung paano mag-compute or paano mag-convert ulit, okay, using conversion table. Okay, so, but before we convert, meron pa ditong ibang different measures for capacity that is very useful in your home. Okay, so halimbawa, yung 1 teaspoon, yan, ilang ml ang katumbas niya. So, according dito sa ating conversion table, dapat ito ay inyong inaaral, sinasaulo yan. Kung di man masaulo, at least, maalala man natin minsan-minsan. 1 teaspoon is equivalent to 5 milliliter. And then 1 tablespoon is equivalent to 15 ml. 1 fluid ounce is equal to 30 ml. Okay, 1 cup is equal to 0.28 liters. 1 pint is equal to 0.47 liters and so on. Ayan. Tatandaan nyo lamang ang mga ito. So, halimbawa, ito. Example tayo ng conversion. Okay, so, kanina, di ba, pinaalala ko sa inyo itong phrase na to. Yung phrase na King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. So, gagamitin pa rin natin yan in conversion for capacity. So, example, sa units, okay, di ba kanina ang ginamit natin meter? Okay, kasi that is the basic unit of length. So, pagdating natin dito sa ating capacity, ang gagamitin natin dito is liter. And the symbol for liter is capital L. Okay, liter ang gagamitin natin basic unit. So, dito ang mangyayari, kilo, liter, hectoliter, decaliter, deciliter, centiliter, milliliter. Okay, so convert tayo. Like for example, convert halimbawa ay 16 liters to milliliter. Okay, so katulad ng process kanina, hanapin yung given. So liter to ml. So from liter, you convert to ml. 1, 2, 3. So 3 units to the right. 16, nasa ng decimal point na dito sa dulo. 3 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 ml. So 16 liter is equivalent to 16,000 milliliter. Next, number 2. Halimbawa naman ay 1.7 kiloliter to deciliter. Okay? So, kiloliter to deciliter. So, from kiloliter, move tayo to deciliter. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4. So, 1.7 from the decimal point, move 4 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, fill in zeros. Write the unit of measurement, 17,000 deciliter. 17,000 deciliter. Another example, number 3. Halimbawa, ang given ko naman ay 20,000 centiliter to decaliter. Okay, so from centiliter, pupunta tayo kay decaliter. So, going to the left naman, 1, 2, 3. So, where is the decimal point of 20,000? So, the decimal point is at the back. Nandito sa pinakadulo. Kapag hindi naka-indicate yung decimal point, lagi nasa dulo. Okay, so, 3 units to the left. 1, 2, 3. Ibig sabihin, cancel na natin to. Hindi na dito na yung decimal point. So, 20 decaliter. Okay, another example. Like for example, I have here how many liters is there in 16 cups of milk. So 16 cups gusto natin gawin into liter. And based from dun sa given conversion table, we know that 1 cup is equivalent to 0.28 liter. So katulad ng ginawa natin kaninang pagko-convert, you write the given 16 cups multiply over. So, ang ilalagay mo sa ilalim or sa denominator is yung katulad ng given na unit of measure. So, dahil ang given ay cups, yung cup ang ilalagay mo dito. And then sa taas, yung katumbas na liter. 1 cup is equivalent to 0.28 liter. So, you cancel cups. Okay, and then, multiply over. 16 multiplied by 0.28. Then, the given is liter over 1. And 16 times 0.28 is equivalent to 4.48. Copy the given unit. And then divide it by 1. When you divide it, the answer is 4.48 liter. I have here 5 fluid ounce, convert it to milliliter. Okay, so dun sa ating conversion table, we know that 1 fluid ounce is equal to 30 ml. Ito. So, lagi lang kayong titingin dun sa conversion table if hindi nyo pa sa ulo. Okay, so 5 fluid ounce multiply over. Okay, sa baba, yung katulad na given, katulad na unit ng given, and then sa taas yung equivalent. So, 1 fluid ounce is equivalent to 30 ml. So, you cancel fluid ounce, then multiply 5 times 30, that is 5 times 30 copy ml divided by 1 is equal to 5 times 30 is 150. You divide it by 1, the answer is 150 ml. Next, after length, volume, and capacity, let's move forward to mass. Okay, so mass is a measure of the amount of matter in a substance or an object. So the basic metric unit for mass is kilogram. But for smaller masses, it can be measured by using grams, or for great amount of mass, the unit of measure is ton. So to measure mass, you would use a balance or weighing scale. Ito, at the right. Ito. These pictures at the right. So it can be in different forms according to its use or according to its purpose. Meron tayong weighing scales used for kitchen. Meron tayong weighing scales used for markets, yung mga nakikita nyo sa palengke. And syempre, kapag yung iba na talagang kailangan ng mabibigat ang titimbangin. So, the table below shows the metric unit of measures and its equivalent in grams. Ito, yan, milligrams. 1 milligram is equal to 0.001 gram. As you can see, ito yung kanina o yung ginagamit natin sa conversion. kg, hg, dag, g, dg, cg, mg. Ano lamang yung naiba? Yung nasa gitna. Since ang ating susukatin ay mass, we are going to use gram. Dito, ilalagay natin sa gitna is yung gram. And then, ang ipapalit lang natin dun sa kanina is yung kadikit ng K, H, DA, D, C, and N. So, kg, hg, DAG, G, DG, CG, and MG. Kilogram, hectogram, decagram, gram, decigram, centigram, milligram. As you can see, kapag dito, kapag magko-convert tayo from bigger unit to smaller unit, we may multiply every move by 10. And then kapag naman smaller to bigger unit, okay, so we divide every move by 10. So the biggest unit is kilogram. Then the smallest unit is milligram. Okay, example tayo. Every cupcake needs 2,250 milligram of flour. So, how many grams of flour is needed for 12 cupcakes? So, ang isang cup daw ang kailangan ay 2,200 milligram of flour. Milligram yung given. Tapos ang hinihingi, how many grams of flour is nakagram. So, all you have to do first is to analyze the given problem. So, since ang given ay milligram at ang hinihingi ay gram, so we have to convert 2,250 milligram into grams. And then, after we convert that into grams, saka natin i-multiply for 12 cupcakes. From our given 2,250 milligram, convert it first to gram. So, let us use the conversion number line. Okay, H, DA, then gram, D, C. The unit is gram. Lagay lang natin kilogram, hectogram, decagram, gram, decigram, centigram, milligram. Our given is milligram. Convert it to gram. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So 3 units to the left. 2,250 milligram from the decimal point. Dito, 3 units to the left. 1, 2, 3. So, dito na yung decimal point. Ang tatanggalin lang natin is yung 0. Pag whole number, copy. So, that is equivalent to 2.25 gram. Ay, yung milligram, converted na siya into grams. But then, the given question is, how many grams of flour is needed for 12 cupcakes? Itong 2.25 grams is for 1 cupcake only. 1 cupcake. But then, ang tinatanong is, how many grams is needed for 12 cupcake? So, yung 2.25 grams mo imumultiply mo ngayon siya by 12 kasi 12 cupcakes daw yan paggagamitan. Therefore, kapag minultiply mo yan, the answer is 27 gram. So, conclusion natin, 27 grams of flour is needed for 12 cupcakes. Next quantity that we are going to measure is the temperature. So temperature refers to the measure of the hotness or coldness of an object or substance with reference to some standard value. So we have instrument that we are going to use in determining the temperature. So that's what we call thermometer. So it is measured by Kelvin, degree Celsius, and degree Fahrenheit. But the commonly used units are degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. So if we are going to compare the three units of measure in temperature, we can see the difference between the boiling point of water, the body temperature, room temperature, and the freezing point of water. Like for example, dito muna tayo sa Kelvin. Okay, so sa Kelvin, at 373.15 Kelvin, kumukulo yung tubig. Pagdating sa Celsius, at 100 degrees Celsius, saka pa lang kukulo ang tubig. And then sa 212 Fahrenheit, degree Fahrenheit, doon nagbo-boil ang water. And then sa body temperature natin, ang parang normal is 37 degrees Celsius. Ang katumbas niya sa Kelvin is 310.15 Kelvin at sa Fahrenheit is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Kung kanina 100 degrees Celsius kukulo ang tubig, magyayelo naman ang tubig or water freezes at 0 degree Celsius. Pagdating sa Fahrenheit, that is in 32 degree Fahrenheit. And then sa Kelvin, 273.15 Kelvin. Dito sa ating absolute zero, okay, so sa Kelvin, 0 Kelvin. Sa Celsius, degree Celsius is negative 273.15. Then sa degree Fahrenheit is negative 459.67 degree Fahrenheit. We all know that we can convert one unit of measure to another unit of measure. Kung kanina, meron tayong conversion table. Ngayon naman, sa temperature, meron tayong given formula. So, kapag ang given sa'yo ay Fahrenheit to Celsius, Celsius yung hinahanap, meaning to say, our formula is degree Celsius is equivalent or equal to 5/9 multiplied by degree Fahrenheit minus 32. So, lagi po yung 32. That is constant. Or in decimal form, we can say that degree Celsius is equal to 0.56 multiplied by degree Fahrenheit minus 32. And kapag kabaliktaran naman, Celsius ang given, hahanapin ang Fahrenheit. Degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9/5 degree Celsius plus 32. So, remember the formula. Kapag Celsius to Kelvin naman, Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273. Okay, so let us try some example. Okay. 475 degree Fahrenheit, convert it to degree Celsius. Since we are looking for Celsius, the formula is degree Celsius is equal to 5/9 or degree multiplied by degree Fahrenheit minus 32. So, pwede nyo din gamitin is yung naka-decimal point na ang 5/9 which is equivalent to 0.56. So, I think that is more easier than the fraction kasi marami ang takot sa fraction. Pero the same lang yun. Okay? So, ang given, 475 degree Fahrenheit. So, 0.56 multiplied. Ano yung given? 475 degree Fahrenheit. So, itong degree Fahrenheit, papalitan na natin siya ng 475 minus 32. Yan. Then, 0.56 multiplied by what is 475 minus 32. So, equal to 443. And then, you multiply this to 443. That is equal to 248.08 degree Celsius. So, that is your final answer. Okay, vice versa naman tayo. So, 248.08 degrees Celsius, convert it to degree Fahrenheit. So, since we are looking for degree Fahrenheit, the formula is degree Fahrenheit equals 9/5 multiplied by degree Celsius plus 32. But, for me, better use the decimal point, which is 1.8. 9/5 is equal to 1.8. Dinivide lang. Okay. 1.8, tatandaan ng formula, multiplied, what is degree Celsius given? 248.08. You multiply this, and then we add 32. So, multiplying 1.8 multiplied by 248, 446.544. Then, so adding 32, it will gives you 478.544, round up to the nearest hundreds, that is 4.54. As you can see kanina, yung given ko is 475 degree Fahrenheit. So nagkaturo lamang sila dyan pagdating sa decimal point. Okay, degree Fahrenheit. Then halimbawa, in 248.08 degree Celsius, we will convert it into Kelvin. So, diba ang formula is Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273. Constant din po si 273. Then, degree Celsius given 248.08 plus 273 is equal to, so if you add this to 248.08 plus 273, the answer is 521.08 Kelvin. So that is how you convert units of measures in temperature. Okay, next is time. So time is very important and fundamental quantities in this physical world. So diga meron tayong kasabihan, time is gold, because everything you do is bounded with time. So time is a period during which an action or an event occurs. So diba ang ating Earth is nagre-revolves around the Sun for 365 days. To be exact, meron pa siyang 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds. However, the 365 days is adapted. So, 365 days is equivalent to 1 year. And then, di ba, after 4 years, every 4 years, nagkakaroon tayo ng leap year. Kaya meron tayong kinoconsider na 366 days yung leap year, or yun yung 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds. So, meron tayo ditong different conversion na ginagamit when it comes to time. Di ba, ang 60 seconds katumbas ng 1 minuto. 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. Then, yung 60 minutes is katumbas ng 1 hour. 24 hours ang meron sa loob ng isang araw. Then, 12 months ang katumbas ng isang taon. Then, sa isang taon, meron tayong 365 days. So, yan yung mahalagang conversion natin when it comes to time. Kapag naman may leap year, so 366 days, 1 leap year. That is only every 4 years. So, kapag naman 10 years na, katumbas siya ng 1 decade. 20 years is katumbas ng tinatawag nating 1 score. Then, 100 years, katumbas ay 1 century. Yan. And then, 1,000 years, katumbas niya ay 1 millennium. So, kailangan dapat yung maaalala itong mga useful conversion na ito na ginagamit when it comes to time. Okay, example tayo. 140 minutes, convert it into hours. So, sulat yung given, 140 minutes, multiply over. Sa baba, ilalagay nyo yung minutes. Then, sa taas yung hinahanap, which is hours. Alam natin na sa loob ng isang oras, tama? And alam naman natin na 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So you cancel minutes, then multiply 140, yung parehas nasa taas, multiplied by 1 hour, then over 60, kasi wala na yung minutes, na-cancel na. 140 times 1 is 140, divided by 60. Then the unit na matitira is R. 140 divided 60 is equal to 2.33. Okay? Kasi ito ay repeating and non-terminating. So, ibig sabihin, 140 minutes is equal to 2.33 R. Another example. If we are here to convert 1 year into hours, so ilang hours meron sa isang taon? So since we do not have direct conversion of year to hours, gamit tayo ng ating mga ibang conversion. So simulan natin sa 1 year yung ating given, multiply over. Since wala naman direct, gamit muna tayo dapat sa ilalim ay year para ma-convert na, ma-cancel natin. And then ipagpalagay natin dito sa ibabaw yung days in a year. So sa isang taon, we know that we have 365 days if we do not have leap year. So you cancel year. Okay? You can also cancel 1 since they are both 1. Isa'y nasa taas, isa'y nasa baba. Then ang matitira na lang is 365 days. Now that we have 365 days, we can convert it into hours. Multiply over. Okay, so dapat sa baba ay days. Then sa taas is hours. In 1 day, sa isang araw, ilang oras? 24. Tama. Cancel, cancel. Then multiply na sa taas, 365 multiplied by 24 hours divided by 1. The answer is, what is 365 multiplied by 24? That is equal to 8,760 hours. Kasi i-divide naman by 1, the answer is this. So sa isang taon, in 1 year, we have 8,760 hours.